Do you guys ever do that when you get the tall ass Easter bunny? Just crunch his head up. I remember after that episode of Game of Thrones came out when the guy got his head smashed in with by the mountain's hands. That they I used to reenact that with my brothers. This go, yeah. Hello, Indy. Hello. Are you having a good Easter? Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Why are you rolling underneath the tripod? I'm not going to reach and get you. Come over here. Come over here. Oh, who's a good doggy? Are you a good doggo? Yes, you are. Who's a good doggo? You smell good. I bathed her yesterday. She's a good doggy. Aren't you? Did you like that bath, or were you scared? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Oh, no, she's gone. No, she's fallen. She's gone. Hello. Hello. Okay, off you go. If you can do it. Come on, jump. Good girl. That's not an invitation to come back. Boy, oh boy, is this taking a while to load. Holy damn. Jesus Christ. So, in good old Easter fashion, I decided to make a video. Because, yeah, I think most people, make their video prior to Easter and then release it either on or around Easter, either a couple days before or a couple days after. I didn't do that, and so this is obviously maybe 2 weeks later. It is Easter today. It is the 21st of April, here in the land of Oz. So, happy Easter creationists. How's it going? Hope you guys had a good old one. Me on the other hand, no, I've been left alone in the house, and because everyone else is going to my grandparents' place, and there wasn't enough room in the car for me, which is fair enough. I mean, I wasn't really going to go anyway, but still, the idea is that I'm left alone. I got the dogs, but, you know, and Easter's not really one of those days where you can go to your friends and be like, hey, let's go hang out, because everyone's hanging out with their family. It's a family holiday, like Christmas, except more depressing. So, I wanted to kind of give myself a throwback to an old childhood favourite that I actually had forgotten about until about last week. We're talking about the movie Hop from 2011. Fuck. Hop from 2011 is directed by a corporation of greedy scumbags who want your parents' money. I figure that's pretty obvious, just because it's an Easter film and a holiday film in general. It's a film about a rabbit called E.B., short for Easter Bunny, voiced by Russell Brand, you know, who kids adore and love and cherish. It is very clever writing, of course. There's a lot of great Easter Bunny puns. And he wants to be a drummer and not the Easter Bunny. There's also a guy called Fred Astaire? No, wait, hold on. Fred O'Hare. Did you get it? Like hare, it's a type of rabbit. So let's just dive into this shitfest. So I'm just going to kind of interpret from what I read from my live reaction notes that I took whilst watching the film. And let's kind of see how that went down, as I filmed it prior to this thing now, or maybe I filmed it after this. It doesn't matter, it's just a thingy. So enjoy my reaction to Hop from 2011. I'm gonna need some more of this. Oh, fuck, that is horrible. Alright, so this film is purely an ad for just candy and shit. And I don't even like to use the word candy because it's American and not lollies, and just kind of has a better appeal because it's a shorter word. But the film is literally just an ad for diabetes, because I think that's what you get from having too much candy and lollies. Maybe just candy, because it's only Americans that apparently get diabetes. Yeah. They're on fucking Easter Island. Do you get it? It's a pun. Because they're bunnies, they're rabbits. It's Easter and Easter Island. Because, of course, where else would the rabbits be in the Easter Bunny? Where would they be? Easter Island, of course, because no one's ever looked at Easter Island. It's got giant statue heads. They totally look like rabbits. Yeah, giant rabbits. The ancestors of all rabbits. His name is EB, which is short for Easter Bunny, but then his dad's name is just Easter Bunny? But then is it actually his dad? Because they make this whole entire thing at the start of this film where it's like, every Easter Bunny is special, they all have their own thing. It's like, but it just looks like it's from genetic descent. Like, one Easter Bunny and his kid is like, oh, look, you're going to be the next Easter Bunny because that's what I'm saying. You're the next Easter Bunny because you're my kid, kind of. And I'm only now introducing you to the factory at the age of like 5 because... or 10, I don't know, they don't really stipulate. And it's like, but how does he not already be in the factory? Like, where else do they go? Like, all you see is his room and the factory. Where do they live? Like, yeah, I get it. It's because, kids in the audiences will need to know what this place looks like. It's just a cheap knockoff of a fucking Willy Wonka thing. All CGI blobs of chocolate and crap. And it's like, yeah, but where else is anything else that we care about? We need to know how he lives. Where's his mother? What is going on? No, he just plays drums. Fine. Fuck, he plays drums then, okay. So apparently dancing is forbidden. Or at least on the job it's forbidden. Cool, so we're ripping off, Footloose now. That's great. Kids will understand that reference. Are you kidding me with these puns? O'Hare? Seriously? Seriously? And like later in the film, they're like, oh, I was that kid from that opening clip in the O'Hare house, seeing that the rabbits were actually came down in a spaceship thingy, like Santa Claus. And it's like, but were we meant to pick that up? Because they stipulated strongly on the fact that the letterbox says O'Hare. It's like, of course, he's the kid. Otherwise, why would we be following him? It's like, what the fuck? Who cares? God damn, this movie. So get this. It's the Easter Bunny instead of Santa Claus. They still use a sleigh, but they're bunnies. But the other bunnies that work there are like guards, and the slaves are the chickens, like the reindeers, but then the elves. But then they all, the chickens are like the elves and are like the reindeers because they all go on the sleigh and fly it away because chickens are magical. Yeah, we'll make that a movie. 10 out of 10. Yeah, no, definitely. The main character has to be a 20-year-old white dude who is too lazy to get a job because it never fits him. Because kids can idealize with that. You get it? Because kids are 20. And they like people who don't get jobs. It happened in Alvin and the Chipmunks. Why can't it happen in this one too? It works, I tell you what! So there's a scene where Kaylee Cuoco, the chick from The Big Bang Theory, comes up to a main character and it's like, you shave, you shower, you show up so he can go to a job interview. But it's clearly obvious that this dude has been clean shaven since he was born, and it looks like he had a shower that day. Like, he doesn't look dirty, he doesn't look grimy, his hair remains the same throughout the whole entire film, and all he has to do is show up. And that's apparently not too hard. Apparently. Hello, doggos. It's a party up in here. So, get this. They put it like this. They say, get this. This is obviously not a movie for kids because they go to the Playboy Mansion, ring the doorbell and say, well, you're looking for hot bunnies. I'm a bunny because he's a rabbit. Do you get it? The kids will totally get that joke. They'll be like, ha ha ha, I get it. Because that guy over-sexualizes women for money. Ha 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 ha, I get it. How the fuck are kids going to get these jokes? You know, it's mighty convenient that so much of this B-roll footage has just a CGI rabbit superimposed into it. Like, It's really convenient. Just like, okay, we need a 10-second shot of this, 10-second shot of that, 10-second shot of that. Make it look like he's walked all throughout LA, and then we'll just superimpose him in, and no one will think twice. We got that? Cool? Good. Bye. It is very convenient that this rabbit is full versed in English. Nobody else, except for the main character, is surprised that the rabbit can talk. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, what else does this rabbit do? Like, he has drums and shit, but like, how much other stuff does he know about the outside world? Like, he's never been to the outside world, yet he knows what cars are, he knows how most of society works. I mean, he knows enough to be smart about it, but also enough to be dumb about it, because, like, you know, he'll go around and be like, hey, I'm going to help this guy get a job. La-di-da-di-da. It's funny because it's a kid's film, and I'm fucking it up for the main character. Hey, ho-ho. Good on you. A good question is, why are the rabbits British? Think about it. Why are the rabbits British? Is it because the origin of the Easter Bunny comes from the UK? Now, it could be. It could be. Like, it's culturally relevant. And then we could get someone like Hugh Laurie to voice the Easter Bunny, who seems like a pretty round-up 30, 40-year-old and apparently is not physically fit enough to ride a sleigh. There's that. And then we can get Russell Brand, who kids love Russell Brand because he's, like, screwing the crap out of Katy Perry, and that is, like, so catchy. So we can use that, and we can even have him show up later as a cameo and just be really creeped out by the CGI rabbit. And it's like, it's funny because it's Russell Brand looking at the character he's voicing. And it's like, oh my God, what a good joke. High five. Yeah. Okay, the villain. Important character. So, when you think of Easter Bunny, you think of rabbits. What else is like a rabbit? Nothing. Shit. It has to be cute. Can't be a kangaroo. No, that's too Australian. It's too weird for Americans. Chickens. Chickens are cute. Chickens, rabbits live in harmony. Perfect. Okay, so the chickens are the slaves for the rabbits. So the bad guy has to be a chicken. And let's say he's a second in command, because there can't be another rabbit in command, because that doesn't make any sense. We've got to make it seem like the chickens and the rabbits live in harmony. So, damn, this side is good. So what do we got? We'll have a big chicken, bigger than the rest. He's a dude because we don't want to cast any female voice actors because we're racist and sexist. So to emphasize on the race part, we'll have it be played by a white dude who will now voice this character called Carlos, who is Latino in origin, because that makes sense, because they're on Easter Island, which is some place or other in the geographical sphere. And his aim for the film is to become the Easter Bunny, because he believes he has earned that position. But the Easter Bunny's like, no. You can't be the Easter Bunny, you're a chicken. It's impossible, you're a chicken. So his plan is that he will take over and make a coup, and all the chickens will take over. And, which is weird, because most of the chickens, there was like no chicken that is voiced by a girl. They're always voiced by dudes, for the ones that actually speak. And so he will go up and take this, that the rabbit needs something. He'll have like a totem, like, what's the guy in Jurassic Park? Yeah, he'll have that kind of like a stick with an egg. An egg. The egg of destiny, of course. It'll be like a glowing egg thingy on a stick, and it'll make him the chicken bunny. So he takes that stuff somehow, we'll get to that in writing, and he will turn as a curse because he didn't get it properly, like it wasn't given to him. He took it. He took the power. So the punishment is he turns into part rabbit. So he grows bunny ears and big fucking teeth and rabbit feet. And now he's bunny chicken. And now he is the new Easter Bunny, but he's the bad guy Easter Bunny. So he's going to go and fly off. And How will he be defeated? Well, it has to be something to do with the EB, our main character. Well, he plays drums. There'll be a character who's a chicken that he's friends with who really likes to dance. So, if that chicken who really likes to dance pilots them, like how actual pilots do, you got the dude with the thing, the glow sticks, and who directs them as to which way to go, yeah. And then EB starts drumming on whatever he can find, like barrels and shit. It's an Easter Bunny place. Why not? They'd have barrels. And because he's dancing, all the chicks that are the reindeers will start moving in the direction of the glow sticks because they're idiots. And then they'll crash, and that'll be the end of it. There. Villain's defeated. Nobody cares what actually happens to him after. It's a kid's movie. We'll wrap it all up in the next 10 minutes. Simple, easy, done. We need something cute. Easter Bunny, let's say he shits jelly beans. Does that sound good? Yeah, that sounds really good, because then you could get a cute gag out of it. Be like, oh look, he shoots jelly beans. I want jelly beans. Now the kids will love it. And then the adults will find it as like a kind of humorous joke, and I'll be like, oh, it's funny because he's the bunny and he shits jelly beans, and that's so creative. And we could like make a whole marketing deal out of jelly beans, and then we'll have like one of the characters later on, probably like Kaylee Cuoco, because she's already signed on, because she signs on to anything these days, and she will pick up one of them and eat it, and then she'll criticize it as being watermelon flavor. And that's the joke, because it doesn't taste like shit, because it's a jelly bean. Ha ha! And it'll be like, oh, it's cringy and funny because she's eating rabbit turds, but in fact it is just jelly beans. 10 out of 10 joke right there. Put that in the script. Make sure it's in her contract that she will eat shit. That's disguised as a jelly bean. Don't tell her it's shit. That might be awkward. So what else does Santa do? Santa also has a list of naughty nice. Okay, so if he has this list of naughty nice, then what we need to do is we need to get a list for the Easter Bunny. But what does the Easter Bunny need? They don't need naughty nice. That's ridiculous. There's no such thing. Allergies. We'll have a list of children who have chocolate allergies, and so we'll just mention that to just be nice. We won't say that they can't actually get chocolate or anything, or they don't get lollies or anything, because that's all that the Easter Bunny does. So they will miss out, and every other kid who doesn't have chocolate allergies can eat chocolate. And cool. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. That works. Yeah, that's nice. It's like our way of thinking for the people. Yeah. Cheers to that one. Okay, so we need a villain. Okay, but we already have Carlos, but we need something else. We need something that's on the Easter Bunny side, because EB has run away. Because he doesn't want to be the Easter Bunny, he wants to be a drummer. And we need other rabbits. How about we'll have a trio, like Charlie's Angels. 3 cute female rabbits, female bunnies, that just are called the Pink Berets, because they wear pink berets, because it's like French, and it's cool. It's almost military looking, like British military looking, because it's from Britain, and that would be perfect, because then they can just all be kung fu experts, and they all have like 3 different devices, and one has the mobile phone who's able to track down EB, and one will have the dart gun, so they can all make the humans fall asleep or whatever to kidnap. Maybe they should all have that, actually. Maybe the leader has the phone, and then the other 2, one of them it just only shows that they have the dart gun, but then the other one is asthmatic and is cutesy and dumb, and it's like, oh, it's so cute because it can't breathe properly, and it's perfect. It's perfect for an action hero. 10 out of 10. Let's do that, definitely. 100%. Alright, so kids love video games. So if kids love video games, then the first job that he has to go for a job interview at would be a video game store where people just standing around playing video games, and the people there totally know what video games are like. But then we'll also have a joke there because it's an entertainment industry. So we'll have a room full of singers, and their drummer has gone missing. He's gone to the toilet or something, doesn't really know. AB stumbles into that room, and it's like, okay, it's a room full of, no, but they can't be able to see him, because then they'll be like, oh, it's a talking rabbit. We can't have a talking rabbit in here. They're not British, sorry. We can't have a talking rabbit in here. Easy. They're all blind. But nobody likes blind musicians. They're all black and blind, and they do jazz. Perfect. There'll be like 10 of them, and then the rabbit will go up onto the drums, and we'll just be like, oh yeah, smooth talking swing dude. And they'll start playing the drums, and they'll have a jolly good time. And then the black people will be like, we know you're a rabbit. Of course we do, because we have the best hearing in the world. Because only black people can have good hearing. I don't know. They're blind. Who cares? Yeah. Now, we have to add a few additional features. One of them has to be that there will be some weird sex joke between the rabbit and Kaylee Cuoco. That the rabbit really wants to bang her. That'll be funny because the teenagers and the adults will love it. The kids won't get it. They'll just think, oh, look, he's a cute soft toy. And that'll be the whole thing. Like, he pretends to be a soft toy, like E.T. That'll be great. Kids will love that. Yeah. They won't understand that it's a rabbit trying to fuck a woman who is 20 years older than him. No, that's fine. That'll work perfectly. 10 out of 10. Put it in. We need a reason for him to drum, but he needs something to get into. A talent competition. Yeah, like that movie Sing that won't come out for another 5 or 6 years. It will just be the Hoff. The Hoff will test talent, and he will criticize everyone until EB shows up and starts drumming to a song. But what song should it be? It's 2011. That'll come out. So who's popular right now? Perfect. Jason Derulo. Perfect. We'll just have him start drumming to a Jason Derulo song. That's how drumming works, right? You put on a song and you just start hitting the drums to it. Yeah. No coordination or actual musical lyrical notes needed. Perfect. Fuck music. We'll just have him drum to a Jason Derulo song. The kids will love it. They'll be like, yeah, Jason Derulo. Perfect. They'll love it. Who cares what the adults think? They just are like, oh my god, how impressive the CGI rabbit can drum. That's like so good. Now, of course, because the Hoff's in it, we need to make reference and jokes towards the stuff that he's been in. So he won't be surprised that it's a talking rabbit because he'll be like, I once had a talking car. We now have Google apps that like actually give us a talking car. But, get it? Because it's like that Knight Rider show that he was in. Perfect. That'll be a reference for the older guys, the parents. They'll love that, definitely. 10 out of 10. Okay, so we got to also make it like Love Actually. We need to have a play, because we got to talk about the main dude's family, the human dude's family, and so he has an adoptive Chinese sister because we got to be inclusive, and she's the lead singer of the Easter Bunny thing. It'll be like that. What's that Easter Bunny thingy called? It'll be like a Peter Cottontail, because everyone remembers Peter Cottontail. They'll have a live action play version of that, and she'll be the lead singer. And when they do it, turns out she's horrible at singing. And EB is like, oh no, this is horrible. And he comes out of the bag and he sees 3 bunny shapes coming towards him, but they're actually just kids in bunny costumes. So he gets out and he's like, oh my god, what's going on? I gotta get out of here. And so the main character's like, no, we can't, and just stops him. And everyone's like, what's going on? And then suddenly they'll break into a song because they'll start with a ventriloquist act. And it'll be like, oh, this guy can actually do a British voice from a talking rabbit. Perfect. No one will be confused by that at all. No, they'll love it. And then he'll start singing, what's a good song for kids that really emphasizes buying candy? Perfect. I want candy. Oh, brilliant. We'll just have them sing that, and the kids in the band will just be like, yeah, I can drum. Let's do I Love Candy. And just everyone starts singing it, and boom, done. Perfect scene. That really sells it. The kids will love it. They'll get up, start dancing in the theater. It'll be perfect. But of course, there has to be conflict with the dad, and the dad doesn't like the kid, and so he will criticize the ventriloquist because he's like, "What are you going to do next? Just upstage some grade schoolers? Ha 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 ha! I'm a dad." See, and the dad's a bit of a dick. But the dad will come around at the end of the film when the main character becomes co-Easter Bunny, and he won't be disappointed by his son anymore because his son is doing something now once a year, every year. Let's not think about the logistics of it. Let's just be like, oh, it's all happy. It's good. It's done. Good. So, it can't just be the destiny. There has to be something else that makes this chicken Carlos really want to be the Easter Bunny. Maybe he thinks that giving chocolate to kids is a bad idea. Instead, he'll be like, we're going to replace all the chocolate marshmallows with bird seed and the top of the line worms and chicken feathers. Kids will love that stuff, right? What else should they have? Crickets as well, because it'll be like Easter, but it'll be like Halloween, so it'll be kind of spooky. It'll be like, oh no, the kids don't want worms and shit for Easter, and that'll be like the main conflict, and the kids will be like, no, I don't want that shit. Give us the chocolate, and then the bad guy will lose, and then the kids will get chocolate again, and they'll be happy, and all kids will be happy. That's what we want. Now we're gonna make sure we bring in the cliche where the villain has a great big talk scene and then leaves the heroes on a thing to get killed off in a really graphic scene. But then the bunny leaves to do his own thing, and they escape, and it's all happy, and yay, they win. So we've got to make sure we have that in it. That's a good cliche to put in there. Let's make sure that nobody asks why Fred, the main character, the human character, doesn't get turned into a part bunny thing, because he got the blessing, because you need a blessing to become the Easter Bunny, whereas Carlos did not get the blessing, so he got cursed because of it. That'll work. Yeah, that'll really work. Yeah, that makes sense. So, like every kid's film, we need a really dramatic cliffhanger ending where one of the main characters dies. No, I'm kidding. We'll just have them all be happy, and whatever the family is loves him for being the Easter Bunny, and now he gets to go around once a year for like 2 weeks, sending out Easter eggs to everyone, and it's great, and it's beautiful, and it's amazing, and they even do like really cool designs on the eggs. It's like, you can do the Mona Lisa on an egg, and it's like, why bother? But it's like, who cares? It's cute and funny. We'll have a whole montage sometime throughout the film where he has to train to learn to become the Easter Bunny, and it'll really work, and we won't give a crap about Evie wanting to become a drummer by the end of it, because he has to be the he has to be the Easter Bunny, so he doesn't need to drum. So by the end of the film, fuck it, he doesn't need to drum at all. We'll just completely throw it out the window, and he will just be like, I have to be with my friend Fred, and he runs away from the audition thingy to drum, and he becomes the Easter Bunny, and hooray, happiness and freedom. Yes, happiness. Okay, we also need a theme for the pink berets. We've got to have it like a post-2000s rap, like the pink berets, get the pink berets. It'll be great. We'll have like some woman doing the like the lead verses and chorus and stuff, but then we'll have like this like black dude or like a couple of black dudes, because black dudes rap like crazy. They're so good at it, and we'll just have them coming in and be like, it's the pink berets, and like everyone will love it, and the kids will get up and start dancing in the corridor, and this will happen especially during like the main credits, because then you'll have all the CGI bunnies and stuff running around in the credits for the kids to stay around, and then we'll have a post-credit scene, because nobody does that. That's a really good thing. Nobody does post-credit scenes right now. It's only 2011, and we'll have a joke about China earlier in the film, so we can set this up. Easter bunnies go to China, but the Chinese don't like Easter or bunnies, so they kick them out. And so then Fred, the human, comes in and he gives them the eggs, and they're like, thank you, bye now. And he leaves, and EB is like, how'd you do that? They hate bunnies. It's like, that's exactly the point. Bunny, they hate you because you're a fucking disgrace. Ha! Bunnies, get it, China? Ho! 10 out of 10. That'll be the last joke of the night, and then we'll leave it like that, and we could potentially have it for a sequel, because Carlos will still be around. He'll be a slave again for them and everything. Or if we don't, then this is a one-off film, and we could make millions of dollars. It'd be great. Okay. Who's in? Guys? I need more chocolate. Hi, welcome back. Oh, this is the end of the video. So, yeah, Hop is... It's not a bad film. It's been done better. There are a lot of films that are much better than it. Would I recommend it? No, not really. Not even if you're a parent looking for a good holiday film for kids. It's just... It doesn't make much sense. And it's obviously just made to capitalize on holidays and Easter and especially diabetes-ridden food. So I will emphasize, I guess, that you go out and enjoy yourself for Easter. Next year, I guess. Maybe have a late Easter theme. I don't know, just fucking enjoy yourself. Don't watch this shit. That chocolate tastes bad after a while. Cool. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.